Hello, everyone. Welcome back to PTSD While Black. I'm Quinn, and today we are doing a reading. Something was saying, Quinn, do a reading today. So I'm going to just draw a couple of cards to see what is the energy that wants to talk. Welcome to my channel. Just so you know, I don't always do tarot readings here. My tarot readings are really more for helping people to heal. I've never really done them for payment. It's always been a urgency kind of message that says, hey, somebody needs to hear this. So that's kind of how I've always done my tarot. But tonight something was just saying you need to do a reading. So let's find out what needs to be said or what needs to be known, what needs to come forth. Feel free to subscribe or not. I don't care. What is the message that the collective needs to hear tonight? What is the message that you're wanting to express and that the collective needs to hear tonight? Yeah, I'm seeing what is the message that the collective needs to hear tonight. Or what is the message that is needing to come forth, that needs to be expressed? I thought that maybe this was about the gang stalking, but I think it could be about something else, or just that somebody is pulling on my energy, probably. And I'm like, no. Yep, Nine of Cups. I can tell you this card every time that it's going to drop. This is from my old original tarot deck, and yeah, that card hops out so much. So someone's got some kind of wishful thinking, possibly overindulgence. What else? What else needs to come out? Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. And this has been coming up a lot in my readings that other people have done for my sign. This is someone who's slow and steady, will always be guaranteed to arrive. But I'm going to read from the empowerment portion in my handy dandy book. Because each of the cards have kind of like an what I really liked for this particular book is it shows an empowerment piece. You willingly accept obligations and take responsibility for your own actions. Oh shit, that bitch is gonna take a minute. Spiritually, the big issues appear in your life all at once and trigger a search for answers. You don't merely react, you deal with the issue and evolve. Okay, so I'm letting that be the leading piece for the Knight of Pentacles here. And this usually is a person who is consistent with what they're doing and steadily setting their goals. And I will take a look at the empowerment for the Nine of Cups, which is, great wishful thinking. You allow yourself to wish for what you want and trust that you will get it. Open yourself to your innate ability to envision future events, your creative visualization to mold and change what you see to fit your personal vision. Use creative visualization to mold and change what you see to fit your personal vision and worldview. Okay, interesting. So we'll let that take as the main message. Let me ask a question. I come in the truth spirit. Is today's date April 28th, 2023? Is today's date April 20th, 2023? Okay, thank you. Close that, please. I commend the truth spirit. Is this a message regarding the current gang stalking situation that I'm going through? Yes. Okay, so that tells me what decks to draw from. Thank you. All right. So dealing with the slow and steady, taking accountability for your actions instead of the wishful thinking. I think those two might be challenging each other. And indulgences. Oh, we got things all over the place. Saw a card backwards that said healthy baby. So the slow and steady, easy does it, make the investments. Yeah, there's a bunch of backwards cards. I usually don't store them backwards. So let's go on. Things between a bondage basement and loving yourself. Very interesting. Wow. This is embarrassing. That I've been mixing them up and they're all flippity widget ways. Oh well. Let's keep going. Whatever will fall out will fall out. Yes, that card did say eat a turd sandwich if you wanted to know. This deck is just made of whatever may have come up around the stalking situation that I've dealt with. Alrighty. Let's try that again. Can you clarify the Nine of Cups for me, please? What is the Nine of Cups representing? Stillborn? A stillborn? Ah. A stillborn child and secretly likes men, same sex. Okay, this is giving me, I don't know if y'all can see this on the camera. Stillborn, secretly likes men, and same sex. Someone who secretly likes men may have gotten someone pregnant, and they may be wishfully thinking that the child would be stillborn. The child would not come to completion. That's what that's coming up for me. And this Knight of Pentacles, slowly taking accountability for your actions. Ooh, y'all just hopped the hell out. Okay, an ex-cop. You know what? That's a lot of them. That's way too many. Possibly an ex-cop is involved. Can you clarify the Knight of Pentacles for me, please? Just a card or two. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Still a whole bunch, but first one that came out is a mama's boy. Take accountability for your actions or beliefs. So someone's a mama's boy. You need to love yourself. Know that you're beautiful. Or appreciate what is beautiful, I'm thinking. Same old ass energy. But I think that someone who is a mama's boy maybe had gotten someone pregnant. And this is take accountability. Take accountability. If you don't want kids, say you don't want kids. Okay? Own that you're gay. It's okay for you to be gay. It's not okay to lie and trap somebody with a baby. Love yourself. When you're loving yourself, you're your authentic self. That's kind of what I see that as. You don't really need to pull other people into your challenges with your identity. That's just what's coming up for me. And maybe they think someone is beautiful. Maybe they're needing to see themselves as beautiful. But I think that as you slow and steadily consistently apply your understanding, the more you will see yourself as beautiful. That's just what's coming up to me. We'll get some letters on this. Whether this, no, that's a bunch. Whether this is initials or I'd rather do either initials involved or just a message. Can we get some letters on this overall reading? These cards are too big for my hands. Whoops! I just blew the stillborn off the table. That's fucked up. Okay, just get some letters around this situation. Okay. A. Okay. Let's see what we got. AUDB. A, you dirty bastard. That's the first thing that came. When ain't right in my head, y'all. It's okay. AUDB. Let me just confirm. Spirit, I command the truth. Did you mean for the letter D to come out for this reading? Okay, clear that, please. I command the truth, Spirit. Did you mean for the letter B to come out for this reading? That's giving me a no. So the B was not intended. AUD. Audit. Auditory. AUD. Let's look up our old toxic friend urban dictionary. Someone with initials AUD. AUD. Oh, come on, don't be a booger. Basically, this is giving me like beard realness. Like somebody feels that they need someone as their beard instead of just owning that you like what you like. Let's just see. Dun, dun, dun. Australian dollar. So maybe this is someone who's Australian. Automatic data processing. Interesting. Association for Union Democracy. Alcohol use disorders. Okay, let me just ask. Command the truth, Spirit. Are you saying this AUD is alcohol use disorders? It's an uncertain wobble. That's a no. Okay. Clear that, please. I command the truth, Spirit. Is this automatic data processing? That's more of a refuse to answer. Okay. I command the truth, Spirit. Is this Association for Union Democracy? Okay, what is that? Let us find out, shall we? I'm not familiar with this term. Association for Union Democracy. It's a pro-labor nonprofit organization dedicated to advancing the principles and practices of democratic trade unionism in the North American labor movement. Okay. This the message for this month, for May, I've heard this quite a few times, that this is a time for us to start organizing around labor, organizing around work, um, making sure that our rights stay in place around work. So the Knight of Pentacles is someone who's dedicated towards what he is doing. Um, so I don't know if this person's possibly afraid of losing his job or credit or ability. I want to say his. It feels like a he, because secretly likes men and stillborn baby coming up. That excuse me, keep that. That would tell me that that's obviously a dude. To me, secretly likes men makes me think it's a dude. But who's wanting a stillborn baby with this wishful thinking with the 9 of Cups. And that he may be steadily building based upon the idea of people seeing him as a man. That's what AUD. Let's look up the Urban Dictionary for AUD. But there's this energy for this month around labor movements right now. So that's rather interesting. Okay, let's get messy. Let's look at the Urban Dictionary definition of things, because it's like, let's be sloppy. The single most ridiculously entire made-up word for ears ever, often used in furry role plays. Oh, baby, you got some stuff going on. And of course, there's AUD as a person. I'm sorry, but okay. Somebody's got some fetishes. Somebody likes what they like, whatever that is. They have fantasies. Someone with fantasies is hoping that their child is stillborn, or that a child is stillborn, period. Who's a mama's boy and needs to learn to love himself. If you like what you like with furries, okay, you like cute furry ears, that's your thing. That's you. Own that that's you. Be honest about who you are and move the hell on and get out of my energy, because this is like I'm over here wanting my energy to kind of go towards helping other things, but someone who is a gang stalker or involved in the gang stalking situation that I'm dealing with is a furry, and he's gay, but I think they're hiding it. Okay. Now, let's talk about race. No. Save that for another moment, because that's much more private. I'm not talking about race, not here. Continuing. Is there anything else or a new message around this? Those who are currently being stalked, do you have a message for them? Because I know my channel is made up of My viewers are made up of the people that have been sent to harass me. But then there's also some legit people who've come for some kind of soothing, some kind of advancement of themselves. So I'm asking for you, the people who are high vibrational, who are currently being stalked, what is the message that the universe, spirit guides have for you? What is it that you need to know? Was meant to be seen. Okay. What else? What else for those that are currently, my viewers, the collective, that are currently dealing with being stalked? What other message do you have for them? What message do you have for the collective? Just that you were meant to be seen? Is there anything else? One more shuffle through. Like that. Okay. Meant to be seen. Won't admit that they're wrong. A Pacific Islander. And codependent. So possibly a codependent Pacific Islander won't admit that they are wrong, but perhaps you, those of you who are surviving gang stalking, you were meant to be seen. Or your story was meant to be seen. Your story was meant to be out there. Strong some energy on the person meant to be seen. Nine of Swords. That's a lot of worry. That's a lot of self-imposed worry and fear that you may be going through. What else? Let's start to flip out. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. What you're doing internally also causes this wheel to, your internal beliefs cause the wheel to be able to turn. So if you're not getting the results that you want in your life, it's kind of like look at your internal beliefs to see what is the message that's supposed to come out there. You can change this. And I think that the unnecessary worry and fear is being placed upon you because you were meant to be seen. You got some people who won't admit that they're wrong. Can we clarify the won't admit that they're wrong? What's the message regarding that? Who won't admit that they're wrong? I get some energy on the who won't admit that they're wrong. The Fool! A fool will never change his mind, and who should think it strange? The reason's clear for fools, my friends, have no mind to change. There is a fool. This is somebody stepping off into situations without having the full information, but they're boldly going. They're willing to take risks. Fools usually in Aries. And also, so this is a Four of Wands, and that's usually stability, community, building something firm like a marriage or a business with firm connections. So they stepped into something to build a situation, maybe a relationship, maybe a marriage. Won't admit that they were wrong about perhaps that, or why they're stalking you. And the Knight of Wands came out around this. The Knight of Wands is usually somebody who rushes into a situation as well. He's got a lot of bravado and eager nature. And there's tarot readers that actually read the Knight of Wands as somebody who might be rushing into getting an STD. They tend to think that he's thinking with his wand versus with his head. He's using the wrong one. Okay, and clarifying on the Pacific Islander, the Ace of Pentacles. This is new opportunities, new beginnings, new financial growth. So maybe this was a Pacific Islander who maybe was creating an opportunity around this business with whomever won't admit that they're wrong. there anything else on the Pacific Islander? They may be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Just looking at the signs that can be involved there. Okay, so nothing more on the Pacific Islander. Codependency. I don't want to just drop out cards. Ten of Wands, somebody is overly burdened. Workaholic. This is the workaholic card. That's what I've always had it come up for me as. Overburdened. You took it on and you don't want it really anymore, but you're just trying to make it work. A Star. Isn't that Aquarius? I don't remember. I have to look at my book. And the Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's really quick at the mouth. Quick to rush into situations as well. But tell people where to get off. So this codependent person, I swear that I could be reading my own damn energy with that. I'm working on it, y'all. But this is someone who is overly burdened with the situation. And I see this, the Star and the was meant to be seen. I don't know if the codependent person is you as the one who is on the receiving end of gang stalking. Perhaps being overly burdened, thinking that you need to take on burdens might be what got you into the situation. The quick ability to fire off what you think and telling people where to get off might have led them to jump into issues, but they won't admit that they're wrong. Maybe you won't admit that you're wrong. But either way, somebody just needs to have clarification of saying, hey, maybe my words were a little bit too harsh. I could have said this differently, or I could have thought this through, or I could have been more considerate of your needs. And I'm willing to do things differently. So that's what I'm seeing with this. Let me, I do have a brain injury, so the fact that I remember anything is amazing. Knight of Swords, so this could be an air sign, so that is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Maybe somebody who's shooting off at the mouth. Let me just look up here. The Star is Aquarius as well, so heavy Aquarius. Codependent in your nature, codependent in behavior. The Knight of Wands, again, we got this is Lord have mercy, fire. With the Fool and the Knight of Wands, it's kind of very interesting. The person who won't admit they're wrong, that's rushing in, possibly has an STD, or is up to get one, trying to build a foundation for a business. This is possibly Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo that was rushing into stuff. And I just want to get the sign here, because I never remember the sign for the Wheel of Fortune. Boom, boom. You think I would know? I don't know. It's related to Uranus. I love it. It says, embrace the risk, take the plunge, and luck rides with you, which may have also been the risky nature of this night. Someone out there will tell me that I'm wrong. Someone out there will tell me what sign it is, but it's not mentioned here. Your own thoughts and beliefs turn the wheel. Take responsibility for your actions. Bitch! The other reading for the people watching who are involved in the gang stalking came up with take responsibility for your actions. I love my book and my cards. Take responsibility for your actions. If you were meant to be seen, what were your actions that you needed to take responsibility for? Possibly being too codependent, possibly taking on burdens, holding on to worry and fear, instead of just acknowledging, this is how I feel, this is what I need. So possibly take this reading towards an opportunity to heal yourself. To heal yourself and to let go. My card this month to focus on was the Hanged Man. To see things differently. A person hanging upside down doesn't see the world the same as people who are standing on the ground. And maybe you made some decisions from a position where you didn't see things clearly that caused some worry. That's what I was just thinking of. But take responsibility for the actions that you've done, and how you choose to think is turning this wheel. So if you're full of worry, you're getting worry results. Be responsible for your well-being, possibly not having risky situations with certain individuals, not being foolish. If you can admit you're wrong, but not taking on other people's burdens, but if you can admit that you're wrong or where you were wrong, that's how you can set yourself free in the situation. That's what's coming up for me. And yeah, be the star that you were meant to be. All right. Let's do one. Oh, you got a pretty good reading. Let's pull some letters and be messy, because then I will just mess up the reading. Are there any letters, Spirit, that you have as an overall message on this reading? Please provide some letters, either initials of the individuals involved or the overall message that they need. And let's go with the first initials. Okay. 3 cards pop out. Okay. I'll go with this way. GYK. Yick. Get your knowledge. That's first intuitive things. Let me just confirm. I commend the truth, Spirit. Were you intending the order of these letters to be GYK? Okay. Okay. GYK. So an overall message. Bear with me one moment while we look this up. You know, I'm going to do the messy part first, which is Urban Dictionary. Nothing for GYK. I know, this is the boring part. What could it possibly mean? Okay. Ooh. God, you know? God, you know? Okay. Okay. For me, it was get your knowledge. But God, you know? The God, you know. Okay. Clarify. Ask for confirmation. I command the truth, Spirit. It's the GYK, God, you know. Okay. All right. So I can check what was coming up for me. God, you know, being the God of your understanding. The God of your understanding. Not necessarily the God of your childhood or your society placed on you, but what is the God you know? And let that be part of the guidance of going through this. I think that a lot of with the STD card, the worry, the overburden, and shooting off out the mouth, these are all things that are not trusting in the God that you know as you understand it in that moment. This is trying to do it on our own versus what is, and when I say God, I'm not talking about Yahweh, Jehovah, or anything like that. It's universal consciousness, something outside of yourself that has access to more information. That God, you know, could be your 80-year-old, 160-year-old self, you know, but that you're not connected. Not being connected can lead to these kinds of outcomes. So for those who are dealing with gang stalking, dealing with these situations, Take a look at your worry. Why are you holding on to it? Because the stalking situation you're going through is designed to create worry, designed to create fear. And as long as you stay stuck in this, you are creating a reality of your own, and you need to take responsibility for what you're creating. But turn to the God that you know. I offer this to the women that I mentor, to your higher self who has lived through the situation, whatever it is. Turn to them and ask for guidance and see what comes up for you, whether it's through dreams, through music, through hunches, through intuition, as to what to do versus just being within the fear. All right, I hope that this was helpful and that it provided some insight and healing for folks. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know if I should do more readings like this. This was just like a pop-up that said, baby, talk about it. So I did. All right, take good care of yourselves, love yourselves, and until next time.